Folks, All-Star Weekend is just around the corner on Speed. Thursday, May 18th, everything gets kicked off from Larry Mack's Barbecue to Victory Lane after the All-Star Shootout under the lights at Lowe's Motor Speedway. When NASCAR comes home, Speed is your home for NASCAR. As the sun is starting to set now on Richmond, we are ready for racing under the lights, and a practice wreck here at Richmond a few years ago derailed the promising career of Jerry Nadeau, an MB2 Motorsports driver. But now, Wendy Venturini, he found himself on the fast track before. Now he is on the long road to recovery.
It was back in 2003. Jerry Nadeau's entire life changed in a split second at this exact racetrack. Now, since his brain injury that he endured, he has gone through a lot of rough times, and in his brutally honest conversation with me, he told me that he's still searching for those answers.
Look at Jerry Nadeau in that Army car, the 01 car. He's battling Gordon for second. What a great move by Nadeau.
Watch my life pass me by in the rearview mirror. Pictures frozen in time are becoming clearer.
Stunned silence came over the Richmond International Raceway this afternoon when Jerry Nadeau crashed in the first practice session for tomorrow's Winston Cup race. As you see, coming out of turn one, slides in and hits the wall on the driver's side. And it took rescue workers about 20 minutes to cut Nadeau out of the car. And then he was taken away on a stretcher and airlifted to nearby Medical College of Virginia, where doctors believe there is, quote, potential for serious injuries, and that is the latest information we have.
Jerry, does it seem like it's been 3 years since your accident?
Probably more. It seems like an eternity. I've been stuck in this phase for the last, like you said, 3 years. I just kind of lost track. You know, you wonder sometimes if it's ever going to get better, but, you know, I'm functioning, I can talk, I can walk, I just can't race.
Talk about, do you have any limitations or side effects?
I think the biggest thing is just my whole left side of my body is still numb to this day. It's been like that for, you know, 3 years. Really just, you know, I'm not as, I guess you can say, as sharp as I used to be.
As you approach your third year of recovery, do the doctors feel you're going to continue to improve?
I don't think it's going to get that much better. I think what they're trying to explain to me is like the first 2 years, 2.5 years, is when the, you know, as good as you're going to get after 2.5 years. And anything after 2.5 years, it's going to be small increments. You know, one day it's like a light switch. Your light switch right now is off. One day it'll turn back on. Well, I'm still kind of waiting for that light switch to turn back on.
What? Hey, watch this.
This is what Daddy used to do right here. Tie! That was a tie! I love you. I can't believe that. Wow.
When you look at your daughter, Natalie, do you ever regret your racing career?
Not at all. I don't regret anything I did in racing. I mean, that's why I'm able to carry on with life and not have to worry so much about going back racing.
Used to be my playground. This used to be my childhood dream.
Deep down in your heart, do you ever feel you'll race in NASCAR again?
Probably not, but you know, I'm 36, and it's like, God, why so young? You know, why? What do I do? But I think, I don't know. There's some days that I feel like I can go out and at least test or do something. I don't know. That's hard to answer that, Wendy.
Do you finally feel like you can look on the other side of it and say, yeah, I did overcome it all, and I survived it?
Yeah, no. You know, I just kind of, you know, I was busy at the time. I was making money. I was doing everything I had to do. People were happy, and then all of a sudden it's like, You know, it all stopped. And I do regret some parts, you know, whereas I got stuck in a trap in racing, and I forgot about everything else. I surrounded myself just around racing, and I just cleared everything around me. And then when the wall happened, then I started realizing, wow, there's more than just racing. There's life. You know, I can't make anything come back from that accident. All I try to do is make it better. You know, I try to make my life a little better, and I try to do things that let's do something else. You know, I mean, I used to be so intense with racing, and now I'm just going with the flow. It's not as fun, but it's not as difficult either. I mean, it was pretty difficult in racing. I mean, you're always intense, and you always had things you had to do, and now it's just kind of going with the flow.
I know I've been through black and white. I know I'll put up a fierce fight. I know I lost my soul.
And carry on. He has obviously the most important thing to Jerry since his accident has been his daughter, Natalie. Now, doctors were concerned about amnesia. He was in a coma for 3 weeks and could not speak. When he came out of that coma, he still could not talk. He communicated by writing on pieces of paper. Doctors asked him one day, what are you thinking about? He wrote down one word, Natalie, his then 2-month-old daughter. John?
Wendy, thanks a lot. That's a very emotional story. And Jimmy, Jerry, I guess he put it the best. In 1 second, you can be on top of the world, and as a race car driver, it can all be taken away.
Yeah, you know, I look back at Dale Earnhardt losing his life at Daytona, and you know, Jerry Nadeau didn't lose his life, but he lost what he loved to do. It happens when nobody's expecting it, and you know, it could happen tonight. I hope God doesn't let that happen to any driver ever again. But we can't control that, John. We know that when we strap in that race car. It's what we love to do. And I just wish that more drivers would watch Jerry's situation there and see what happens. He got all caught up in everything. Like he said, it's so easy to do. But now, Jerry, you're a very lucky man. You still got your wife, your beautiful daughter, but you got a good future ahead of you.
All right, great story. Thanks to Wendy for that. And we wish Jerry Nadeau all the best in his road to recovery, and he is still working with people in the sport at this time. Folks, stick around. There's still so much more to come. We're getting ready for racing under the lights here. And you know what? They took the trophy away. I guess somebody else got to win it.
I wanted it.
You guys, shut up. You are talking too much.
Us? Watch it, watch it, watch it. Here, there, everywhere, even in your underwear.
Don't run that flapper. Be quiet. Listen to the veteran.
I'm not good at Jerry gaffing. Stick around. Fantasy picks are around the corner. NASCAR race day built by the Home Depot.